Something strange is happening in Blox Fruits. Fiery meteors, mysterious figures, and major updates on the way. But before we dive into all of that, let's talk about the Blox Bulletin. What is it and why are we getting this new news system? What is the Blox Fruit Bulletin? This is a new way for the developers to keep us updated with official game news, upcoming changes, and hidden lore. Instead of just getting leaks or writing for update logs, we now have a proper in-game newspaper-style report straight from the devs themselves. And why is this important? The devs are using this to communicate more with the player base, answering questions, teasing new content, and even adding lore to the game. It's basically a mix of news, sneak peeks, and mysteries all in one. Now that we know what it is, let's break down the very first edition of the Blox Bulletin. First up, Turtle Island is under attack. Players have reported meteors crashing down and shaking the ground only to disappear moments later. But that's not all. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted near the impact sites. Who are they? What do they want? And most importantly, this thing reveals that it could either be leading to a new event or a new boss fight. Now let's talk about developer Q&A. We got some big confirmations from Rip Indra and MyGame43 about upcoming changes. Lag fixes in C3. They know the lag is a big problem and optimizations are coming soon. That means smoother gameplay, no more frame drops during intense fights. If you have been doing PvP a lot, you might have noticed that if your PvP lasts a lot longer, like for example you're PvPing with a skilled player, there is a freeze frame that occurs, and this has happened to me a lot, and it's frustrating because it makes you lose your bounty and the match, which is really fun because long lasting match are like great and very hard to find. But if you do find, it's not as rewarding because if you get stuck in one frame, that means your character is not moving and you're bound to die. The other player gets an opportunity, but they're going to remove that. And that's not all. There is another lag issue too, which is that whenever you teleport, there is a lot of lag. For example, the places that have been changed a lot, like most lag that I've seen is in Hydra Town or Arena. Look how much lag it is. This is actually real gameplay. I don't know why the audio is so loud here. Oh my god. But this is the lag we're talking about. They are trying to fix that, but before that it was very horrible. Now they are trying to change it even further and make it smoother as possible, which is great. Now the second change is that PvP meta rebalancing. If you have been struggling with unfair PvP matches, good news. Hitbox, damage scaling, and cooldowns are getting reworked. This means that more skill-based combat, no more getting deleted instantly by a single one-shot combo from a Yeti, for example. So they're moving towards making PvP fair. Even if you use spam, it won't be as spammy as it was in the past. I guess that's what they're trying to do. So like no more dragon spam, like 3 moves and you're dead, and he's not even landed. Like you won't be able to land a hit and the dragon kills you. This is not going to happen. At least what we are getting from these messages. And then there is new and reworked fruits. The devs are keeping some secrets, but they have hinted at multiple fruit reworks, and yes, Control's rework is coming, but not just yet. And one more thing that they did say is that 4th sea. The question was if the 4th sea is coming or not, but they said that not anytime soon. The devs want to polish the existing game before introducing a massive new expansion, which means that they want to create a big lore or an event that leads toward the 4th sea. like a cliffhanger, just like how C1 had, going from C1 to C2. We also had from moving from C2 to C3, which was a big cutscene, and Ripindra or whoever that guy is gets kidnapped, and then we travel to C3 to save him. Don't know if we did or not. We just did some more bounty hunting and some bandit beating. After that, we don't know. The lore of the game is just all over the place, and it's like non-existent. I'm pretty sure most of the players who are 30 millions don't even remember or watch the cutscene anymore. I'm pretty sure it has been a year since some of you guys have watched that cutscene, or you're wondering what's the point of adding this cool cutscene. Though the cutscene is cool, I'm not denying that, but what is the point? I don't get it. Did I save that guy or not? Like, where's the cutscene rewarding where I saved that guy? It's non-existent. But whatever the case, they're trying to say that they want to make a story-driven C4 leading. And also, before they do all that, they also want to work on C1 and C2, like polish everything, just like how King Legacy did, which is admirable because they don't want new players to be left out, which is really great. In other news, the Ranger of the Wilderness have taken down a gang of poachers who were hunting rare wildlife, which means some illegal hunters trying to illegally hunt. It's always awesome to see more lore being added to Blox Fruit. Could this mean more story-driven content in the future? Or could this mean Falcon rework, which a lot of you guys are saying, yeah, it's Falcon, yeah, it's definitely Falcon. Does that mean the extinct wildlife is Falcon because no one uses it? Or what's the point of hinting us this when there is no hint towards reworking or adding new wildlife? Well, if it's getting extinct, does that mean will there be a replacement to a Falcon fruit? I don't know, who knows? Or is this actually a new story-driven content? So for a lot of you guys who don't know, the story-driven content in Blox Fruit is basically set of quests that leads toward one boss fight or one hard-to-get item like V4, which is a lot harder to do than doing some reskin or maybe rework or adding new fruit, which is pretty easy because creating a lore, according to them, according to the devs, creating a lore is a lot more harder than it is giving you guys a new fruit rework, which is a lot easier for them. So that's why the story-driven content takes about a year to complete. That's why Dragon took a lot of time. The Dragon rework took way longer than expected, but the devs finally revealed why. They wanted to make sure it was perfect, meaning they had to remake it multiple times. But while Dragon was delayed, they made huge progress on other updates. That's right, 3 more reworks and some game-changing features are on their way. Could this be a new awakening system, a bounty rework, or a new way to obtain fruit? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So in the end, we are left with this thing, which is basically, to me, it looks like a vehicle that is coated with hockey, and a vehicle can run on land. Maybe it's a game pass that will allow you to do that, and also on the sea, but it would cost Robux because all the other things that are around it, not things players, basically have noob skins, but this guy does not. So it's saying buy now. Buy means basically something that you can purchase, and don't miss this opportunity. I don't know what they plan to do with it. This is just so out of the ordinary for Blox Fruit to do something like that. We never expect a vehicle to be in the game, but it looks like it's obtainable because the area this is, it looks like a middle town, kind of like this place. And I don't know, let's see where this goes. And the last part is that stay tuned, chromatic contest winners will be revealed in the next issue, which means that a lot of people who did participate in giving good suggestions of what chromatic skins should look like the next one, they're going to win those chromatic skins for free. I think that's what they said in the past. and then whoever wins will be issued in the next blog or whatever this thing is. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully you guys agree with me, and I think a lot of you guys do. With that, I will take my leave and see you in the next one. Take care. Please like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for a lot more content. Take care and bye bye.